just think it needs to be good.
I want this case.
Yeah.
No.
This.
No, what? No.
What do you mean no?
Yes.
No, I didn't know.
What?
No. No.
Yes.
I don't think you understand.
No, I don't want a server. I don't want a server rack in my room.
It's
I'm
not a
sorry.
server rack. It's a server rack-ish type PC case.
Yeah, more power to you guys.
It's
More
got
power to you
wheels.
guys.
Bro, it's got wheels.
You know what would make it better? If it had 4-inch spinners.
What? That's ghetto.
No, ladies.
I bet System's car got spinners on it though.
It totally
No,
does.
no. I probably own the most nerd car on the planet right now. I own the most nerd car on the planet. Right? It's a Nissan Versa Note. Okay? That is a nerd car. Alright?
I don't even know what this looks like. I'm gonna have to go look it up.
No, this is totally System right here. Yeah.
That's eh. It's
What?
kind of eh.
What are you talking about?
It's a car, but nothing special about it. It's not a nerd car.
Yeah, no. First of all, would never drive that. It's a Chevy. But
What?
beside the point.
I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth. Don't ever talk about Chevy like that.
Oh, dude, no.
Man.
Nope.
Anyways,
Fuck Chevy.
what? What is wrong with you people?
Fuck Chevy, and I bought a Chevy, so I get to say fuck Chevy.
Chevy is the best.
Oh, I've owned Chevys, so I can say the same. I woke up my daughter. I was so loud I woke up my daughter. And my wife is yelling at me.
Because she wants to know why you have such a bad taste in trucks with spinners.
So, alright, they want to know if you want to know why I have such bad taste in trucks with spinners. Would you let me own that?
She said, yeah.
My daughter, no, that's my daughter that said yeah. My daughter likes it because it's red.
That's good enough. I'll take that.
Would you let me own something like that? Really? Would you?
I don't know.
Hey, Jay Smith.
She said she don't know. What are you talking about?
I mean, it looks like a gay Kendall just kind of threw up on him.
That's horrible.
Oh.
Look, Lizzie.
I thought you were watching a YouTube video.
No, say hi.
Oh, that's funny. Hold on. I think I have
Hey,
more. Let's see. Okay, if you don't like that one, let's see if we can get you a better.
Bring your child to the podcast.
See if we can get you a better one.
Wait, is this the
Yeah.
live podcast?
So by the way, guys, if you are a nerd and you're good enough of a nerd and you're good enough neckbeard, you can marry someone like this. Yeah.
Well, I've
Yeah.
been married for
Oh, by
17
the
years, so
way,
I'm
by the
good.
way. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Well, you're gonna go now.
Oh, she had a really cute hello.
Say hello. Say bye-bye. Bye.
See, they're right there on the screen.
I have an advertisement for a puppy on the screen, but but that's not a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puppies love.
All right, sweetie.
Google ads
You need
got
to go
me.
back to bed, sweetie. I love you. You need to go back to bed, okay? What?
Are you live on the podcast?
Yes, we are on the internet.
Oh.
We are live. That's what we're. See this right here? This is the stream.
Hey, it looks like a Scooby-Doo van.
What happened?
Did you not hear her? She said it looks like a Scooby-Doo van. That commercial, really weird. Anyway, okay, sweetie, you need to go. You need to go to bed. You need to go back to bed. I love you, sweetheart.
All
I
right.
love you both.
Let's get to these games or these hardwares
Okay.
or these
Can you give me
thingies.
a Mountain Dew, please?
Do we want to talk
We're
about
sure
Zen?
over.
Oh my gosh, so yeah, we definitely need to talk about. You are awesome. I love you. I love you, sweetie.
Somebody doesn't like bed. Do we respond or nah?
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yes, Jazz Smith 97. We're here. All right, Emerald. We appreciate you coming by, anyways. Is Citrum gonna give us the secrets to Zen?
Probably not.
Do we want to look at all these BS AMD charts that are totally full of crap?
AMD, I want to buy one. Not because I need one, but just because raisins.
You have to talk about Linux, though.
Yeah, I mean,
You use your laptop.
if they can be competitive with 8 cores, 16 threads, it's gonna be a winner no matter what.
I mean,
Alright,
I will buy one of these just to benchmark it against my dual Xeon Ray.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. I have no idea if I even muted myself.
Nope.
So, no, great. So you heard the whole conversation.
It says it's gonna be 95 to 100 watt TDP.
I don't believe it. They also said that the graphics card wouldn't try to burn up your motherboard, but you know, that was a thing. That was a thing. And yes, I'm supposed to be the AMD fanboy, but yeah, no. I don't know. With Zen, in my opinion, it really depends on whether it can really push the envelope where it needs to push the envelope. And all I care about is that it's going to cost the same, if not less, than what the current AMD processors cost, and that stays on par, and they're able to do stuff with it. You know, I don't want to have to go out and spend, you know, $600 on an AMD CPU. I don't mind. I don't mind losing a little bit of performance if I can go out and spend $150 for a CPU, or $180 or $300. You know, even $300. I don't mind it not being as powerful as the Intel equivalent, because I'm spending $300. You know,
Well, that depends.
but I want the cores though. That's the thing. I want true cores. You know, and that's where they let me down previously. Is they said, you know, it's going to be 8 cores, but it's not really 8 cores because it's technically 4 cores. But then you share this, and
Well, I think that's going to depend on how they align their product stack. So we can pretty much assume that the 8 core is going to be their flagship. And what did they recently just do the demonstration against? Was it the 69? Was it a 6900K? 6700K? I mean.
So. No, it was not a 6700. It was an 8-core part
6900
on Intel's side.
Yeah, okay. So the i7 6900K. They downclocked them both to 3 gigs and did the demonstration. I don't know why downclocking them both to 3 gigs was a thing, but
but they're talking that Zen is going to be hyper-threaded, basically, or quote-unquote hyper-threaded, or whatever their name they're using.
SMT, now. I think.
Because I really haven't researched directly into what the architectural change is with the difference between their hyper-threading. The only thing that I'm concerned is that if they're changing the architectural design for the implementation of, you know, I don't know, because they use a front side bus basically now, and if they're going to change it out to where they're not really using a front side bus as much as they were, then, because I don't really like the way the APU's bus works. It's stupid. And I don't really like the way Intel does theirs either, because I don't think it should be dependent on the motherboard. And I don't think the CPU should control the PCI Express lanes either. I think that's stupid.
Yeah. I don't know.
What would control the PCIe lanes then?
Well, this
Soft bridge?
Yeah, I mean, I really think that should be separate.
Seems like it would add latency.
That's debatable. Because if you're also talking about, like, maybe if the performance was really there, that depended on whether there would be latency or not. I mean, maybe if you're... Okay, I can see, like, if you're running, like, a SATA... If you're not running SATA, if you're running actual PCI Express based like hard drives, but you're really only running that in laptops, and they're sort of implementing it on desktop systems, but I don't know. They're not even implementing it like, what is it, the two competing technologies right now for flash storage. I'm still going to classify it as flash storage because that's what it is. That there's still, you have what in you have the two different competing technologies. One is a SATA technology basically, and the other one's PCI Express. But they're connecting through their connectors, and you can't even use the two technologies, even if they look like they're the same connector. They're two different technologies.
To me, it depends on how they line this up against Intel. So if the 8 core is going to be the flagship, and they demoed it against the 6900K, which is a $1,000 chip. Let's just say that they bring their chip out at $600. And it's competitive with the 6900K, like actually, like pound for pound competitive. And then I don't know if I can actually complain about it being $600. I'm sure, and then there'll probably be a gimped 8 core part that'll be slightly lower than that, probably $400 or $500, I would assume. And then a 6 core part, maybe. I don't think I've seen anything about a 6 core part though.
I'm sure they'll have one. It just I'm gonna get the hot stuff out there first.
I mean, the GPUs didn't follow that logic, so they went from the bottom to the top, like Drake.
I started at the 480. The 480 is not exactly a low end card.
I would say it is. Airmo said he saw a PCI SSD cost too much. Yeah, you don't need one. Trust me.
All right, so my question is, okay, so we've got the M.2 and the NVMe. Is that those are the two different comparison types, right? Because I know the M.2 is the what's up?
No, M.2 can support either SATA or PCIe. NVMe is the communication standard, which is differentiated from what replaced DMA.
Okay.
AHCI. NVMe replaces AHCI.
Right. So now this is what I'm saying. So we have the competing. So we have the M.2, which is basically running over the PCI Express lanes, right?
It can.
In that theory, well, it can because you have SATA and you have that. But okay, if you're running SATA technology, you technically don't have to run PCI Express over. You don't have to have the PCI Express lanes connected to the CPU because they can be separate. They can be managed by a third party. But if you're running the M.2 in the NVMe, that would need to run directly into the PCI Express lanes.
Message.
What do you mean message?
Somebody's phone went off.
My phone? Oh, my wife. Sorry.
Zzz, zzz. It's a mini vibrator. Yeah, those SSD technologies aren't really a thing to me.
And you thought we weren't going to hear your butt plug.
It's not a butt plug. I don't know if that would fit up your butt or not. Probably. I don't know. Maybe Atomic it might. In your case.
What? That's somebody knows too much about the other. But yeah. Anywho's.
Anywho's. In the butthole. Yeah.
Anyways, let's see. What else do we got here? What?
This stream is
Janky.
had a still shot of me for a while.
Oh my god, what the hell?
that's the face he made when you talked about his butthole.
Yeah.
No, the face I make when you talk about my butthole is, tell me more.
Well, I don't. Never mind. Let's move along. What else have we got here? Nobody cares about power supplies. Deus Ex.
Everybody who does not want a 25,000 watt power supply?
25,000 watt.
Yes.
So what exactly are you gonna power with a 25,000 watt?
A lot of dildos.
Yes. No. No. I'm trying to bring it up, but apparently, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided has a Linux Steam entry, and I don't know how to even.
Is that Ubisoft?
Yeah, no, Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Yeah,
Okay, so
who has a
Square...
precedence for porting games to Linux already?
Yeah. Kind of, sort of.
I mean, they're on Linux. They
Tomb Raiders, kind of. Eh.
Well, what do you mean by as in performance or as in how good it is?
I like the game, but yeah, it's got some performance issues.
Yeah, it does.
Everything has performance issues for you.
But to be fair, the Windows version had some performance issues either. But because of the Linux tax, they're way more apparent on the Linux version.
I mean, the Batman game didn't even work, even under Windows.
Yeah.
Is that the same game company that did the same?
No. WB did Batman.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was another game that was another game that was supposed to come to Linux and never did though.
Right, but they actually discontinued it under Windows, didn't they?
No, for a little while. They stopped sales until they got it at least working. So it does work now, and it is for sale now.
No, okay.
When did Aspire last come out with a port? It's been a while.
That is still the weirdest thing ever. You still have the picture up of Atomic's face.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. There we go. Fixed it. Just had to move you around a bit. Had to. Oh wait, it's stuck again.
Raymond, Aspire last came out with a port quite a while ago. Who was it? Frenchie Strider over in Linux Gamecast chat realm.
Jeez.
He actually did a comparison of all the different porting companies. Feral Aspire and some others. And did a whole bunch of different graphs of how often they release a port. So Aspire is due.
The last game they did was Layers of Fear.
That just came out though.
Not too long ago, yeah, a few months. And before that, I mean, they don't have a lot of games to start with. They have the Civilization series, the Knights of the Old Republic, Geometry Wars. I didn't even know that was on Linux, but yeah. And the Borderlands, obviously. So I don't know. I know they're working on Knights of the Old Republic for Android, so I don't know if they're even working on a Linux game.
The Borderlands 2 port definitely increased in quality to the point where it's pretty good now, especially if you have a high refresh rate monitor.
Well, here we go again. Atomic's private platform for bragging about all his Ferps.
I got to have my Ferps, man.
Well, let's check a look at Furl. Maybe they're due for a port.
Everybody's due for a port.
Life is
All
Strange
the
just
games
came.
on Linux.
Oh, Total War's coming out. Yeah. This is good.
Why do I care about Total War?
Nobody cares what you think. Yeah, Total War is a good game. It's made by Sega.
Okay, now I'm familiar with Total War as a kind of realistic thing.
What?
And then pairing it with Warhammer, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No. They made Total War Warhammer.
Yeah, so the Warhammer universe is in the Total War gameplay.
Yeah, they built a Total War game based off of Warhammer, which is that's like two mega giants having a baby, and that baby is a mega giant, and at the same time that baby is awesome.
I don't know where the hell you're going with that.
I had no idea. I was just trying to make it look like it was touching two boobs.
All I heard was babies, and then I started thinking about that game with the guy who made Metal Gear Solid. What's the guy's name that made man? Well, I don't know. Never mind. Let's not talk about that. I wish you guys would stop pinging fucking. See, look, now I gotta.
I'm not even doing it. It's all Ubu and
Atomic. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Ubu and Atomic.
And I gotta go mute the shits. Telegram, mute it. God damn.
Turn Telegram off for a minute.
You can't turn Telegram off. Telegram's life, man. Anyways, Life is Strange. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a video on Life is Strange. Oh, speaking of doing a video, what's the name of that game we were playing? Mad Nords. I know you want to talk about that. Let's talk about
that game that has now absorbed 6 hours of my life when I only meant to sit down and play like 30 minutes of it. Yeah. That game that you can basically play on anything, and so I get distracted and I should be doing work and I'm playing the game. Yeah, that game.
Ermo says he wants Sims on Linux. Well, I can tell you Sims 3 works in Wine. No. Sims 4 works in Wine just fine. I don't know if that's good enough for you, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, Mad Nords probably an epic quest. This is worth the. Oh, it has a demo. Free demo.
Yeah, it does have a demo. That's why. So I downloaded the demo to test it out because I wanted to play the demo, and I was like, oh, the game's pretty cool. I like it. It's okay. So I'll acquire the game. So I did. I acquired the game, and then I was like, okay, so the demo was awesome. I bet the game is probably not going to be as good as. Because, I'm thinking, oh, the demo is really, really good, so the game is probably going to be not as good as the demo. No, the game's actually better than the demo. The demo is actually not as good as the actual game. But yeah, if you see the video that's on the screen right now, it's really good. Yeah.
Atomic, why are you frozen? Stop being frozen.
Because your shit's broken, man.
Whatever, man. Let's see if we
Why do you keep breaking shit?
Oh, but I will warn you, you die a lot.
So it's like the Binding of Isaac then.
Well, you have save games, so as long as you save and save often, as long as you're like Jesus and you always save, then you will do pretty good in this game. But you will die a lot. And I suggest if you go into any dungeons, save. Save when you get past a certain point in the dungeon. Save when you think you're going to die, because you're more than likely going to die. Save when you don't think you're going to die, because you're going to die. And, yeah.
Yeah. How much does this cost? $8.99.
Well, it's on sale right now, so it's like...
$10.
Basically, it's $9.99 normally, so it's $10. So.
Yep.
It says
But it is. But I used to pay $60 for this kind of experience back in the day. So it's totally worth the $10 now. Totally worth it.
So, requirements, it says recommended Intel i5, but I think we can all agree that it doesn't need an i5.
All right, so if you have a Sandy Bridge with an Intel video graphics processor, basically if you have a Sandy Bridge, you can play it. Actually, I bet even if you had the first generation i3, you could play it. I would not go below a first generation Core series, but you could probably get away with pretty much any graphics card.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I mean, if you got a system that's 5 years old, you could probably play it.
See, this picture on screen pretty much says it all. It's an area where you're fighting a giant foot. And the game, so basically the game doesn't take itself very seriously. It's just a weird game.
No, there are so many things in this game, and by the way, so on the surface of the game, if you just follow the story normally, there are functions and features of the game that if you just accidentally do something, you could open up a whole area of the game that if you didn't accidentally do that one thing, it would never happen. Like, you would totally miss it. Like, for example, me and Osiris are playing the game, and we're having a completely different experience playing the game. Like, I'm doing things that Osiris I don't think he's doing. I think he's doing other stuff. And he's still trying to track down the cucumber.
Yeah, I'm pretty, I have this hyper fascination with getting this cucumber that I can't find. I did find a big gold cucumber. No homo. But that was interesting.
Me, I've just been killing people and looting, and I've got lots and lots of money in this game, and I've got basically I have to sell half the stuff that I collect because I don't have any more room to carry it, and I've got potions and life stuff and all that kind of stuff. So much of it that I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. Still looking for the cucumber.
Yeah, you're still looking at the cucumber.
Raymond says to look at the system requirements on Undertale's soundtrack.
What?
Is that a game? Undertale.
No, it's a soundtrack.
I mean,
yeah.
what would it be for sale on Steam?
Okay, you know that moment when you're watching the video for a game and it actually tells you you're gonna die in the game? That's when you know that that's a game that you should know that you're gonna die a lot in.
I don't know where I'm looking for.
On Steam. Search for it on Steam, brah.
Oh, yeah. I need that. I don't need your help. Shut up. System requirements. For shits and grins and giggles. Windows, it says processor. Sure. And then for recommended, it says very fast processor that can play 9,000 songs per second.
Yes.
And for Windows, it needs OS version Windows 9. I don't even know what that is. 9 million? 9 billion? I don't know.
That is 90 million.
And then first of all, there's no Linux. How does the soundtrack not work on Linux? I'm confused.
It needs 999 gigabytes of RAM. So you better have that terabyte of RAM.
So, wait a minute. So for Windows, it needs 999 gigabytes for RAM, but for Windows OS X, it just needs 100 megabytes. I don't. Is OS X that good? Should I be trying this Mac thing?
Yes, you should.
What?
It's totally that good.
It's so good that you need any OS, any processor, 100 megabits of RAM, any graphics card, 1 gigabyte of available space.
You don't even need 100 megabytes. 100
Mac?
megabits of RAM is good enough.
Right. Okay, so with Mac operating system, it's like the BDSM of the BSM of the BSD. And if you have to Google what that means, let's just say that you might get midgets in leather.
Oh no. Moving on. It says, so for the sound card, you need a sound card that makes music sound like a live orchestra, even though it's not. Yeah.
So MIDI, you need MIDI, man. You need
That'd be
MIDI.
awesome. We totally need more MIDI songs.
Absolutely. No. What we need is songs recorded on steel tape. That's what we need. We need more songs like that.
I see an image of Beastie with a gimp mask on
Oh
and
God.
Tux with a ball gag in his mouth.
Thanks for that very accurate description, Atomic. I'm sure I won't sleep at all tonight.
In that moment, you send it in the private chat. And you say, "Hey, Ubu,
Hey,
having a fun night?"
you know how some people have fear of clowns? I have fear of people in leather suits. It's just weird.
Oh my God, you did. You did. You totally did. Wow, that's funny. Wow. Oh.
I'm not
But
clicking
you
on
didn't.
that.
You didn't put a okay. First of all, you didn't state at Ubu. This is for a fun night, man. That's the invite for a fun night. There you go.
Don't be propositioning Ubu on the stream, please. It's just kind of weird.
Why not?
I don't know why not. It just doesn't seem right. It seems wrong. Anyhow.
I still can't believe it says free BDSM.
I'm gonna save that image. Saving that.
For the 3 people who actually care, Rocket League has another rumor of coming out again. It's only been over a year since they were supposed to release this stupid ass game.
I told you, I'm never buying that game, playing that game, or
How you
or
not
even,
buying the game? Didn't you get it for free?
As I said, I'm not buying the game, playing the game. See, just because it was free, it doesn't really mean it's free, because it may have been free as in free beer, but it was not free as in freedom.
Fun tunneling the RMS there. I feel you. That was good. That was a good one.
Well, I mean, people already Photoshop. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Image.
That's a private conversation. Shh.
A private conversation is the internet. Nothing is really private.
Hello, Nana. Say.
What?
Yeah. So Linux. Well, in case anybody doesn't know, you guys should. I think we all here agree you should check out Hex DSL's channel. And he has a podcast called X Penguin, and I was on there today, and he talked about Linux turning 25. Anybody got thoughts about Linux turning 25?
You just said that because you were on the show, didn't you?
I mean,
Yeah,
it did make it a little bit more pimp, but that's not the point.
Well, okay. Well, and the point of this, it's not bad that you did shout us out, sort of, when you were talking about Insurgency, that you did play, video games with us, which is cool. It's cool.
I mean, I don't want to tell everybody, but it happens.
You don't want to tell everybody that we even exist.
Just like the family members you're embarrassed of.
He's ashamed of us, man. Right? He's ashamed of us. Okay. Anyway, so no, it's cool. Well, I mean, I can't say I've been using Linux for 25 years, but I've been using it long enough. I mean, I've been using it long enough that Linux and I could go to a bar together and order a beer, So.
Good point.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how it was 22 years. I've been using Linux for about 22 years.
Apparently, Linus Torvalds almost quit Linux as it started to become commercial. Glad he didn't do that, because that would have sucked.
Nah, maybe, because... Well, okay, so here's the thing. Linux is a kernel, so he almost bailed on the kernel when it became commercial.
Well, I'm almost sure that when this happened, there was probably not much of a desktop in existence.
No. The desktop was first. So anything that was GNU was already around before the Linux kernel. So your desktop managers and things of that nature were existing before the kernel. They just didn't have because they were actually being built on the Unix subsystems before they were being built on Linux, quote unquote. So the kernel is 25 years old.
Indeed.
Not Linux. GNU is actually older than that. GNU, I think, was 79, so it would be how old now?
I don't know, but this deserves a picture of our savior. He agrees.
Really?
Hey, your beards almost match. Every time I see this guy, it's like
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's a good picture. This is a flattering picture. I didn't do it. The internet did it.
Yeah, really? Really? The internet did it?
Yes, the internet
The
did it.
internet did it? Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't make these things up. Just saying. All right.
Oh, okay, good. It's not that picture. It's not the picture I thought it was going to be.
No, not that picture. No, oh no.
Oh, no. We have a picture that's
Too
worse.
hot for Twitch.
Yeah. We have a picture that's worse than two girls in a cup or something.
What?
No, it's
We
not.
have an RMS picture that's not safe for work.
No.
It's not even a real picture.
Man, this is a mind blown picture.
Oh, yeah, it's mind blowing, all right. It's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, mind blowing.
Yeah, just like that.
Anyway, so back to the point of what we're saying. So, well, here's my question: what would RMS actually say if he knew about the changes that? Well, I guess he's already talked about it. The changes that are being made to the driver sets for like A&D, like the fact that they're going like that they've got the A&D Pro drivers and so on and so forth, but they're trying to push actual open source drivers that are native. I mean, it's kind of cool that Vulkan is being retrofit into their drivers. They already had the frameworks in place because Vulkan is based off of something they created.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't GPUs run microcode as well? It's just like CPUs do.
I guess it depends on the manufacturer.
Because even when you have an open source driver, isn't the microcode still proprietary?
You'd have to. That I don't know. I'll tell you straight up. That I don't know. You'd have to ask.
Okay.
I almost want to say I assume so, but I don't know either.
Yeah, but you don't want to make an ass out of yourself. That's too much.
Too late. Anyways, you know what? Speaking of Mad Nord in indie games, this game looks interesting. The Final Station. It's coming to Linux. It's a 2D dystopian world platformer with the train. You can never lose with the train. I'm kind of looking forward to this.
You can if you used to play Captain America, and you decide to do a movie about living on a train and being
What?
on a train.
What, is,
Oh yeah, Snowpiercer. I think the movie is called Snowpiercer or something.
what the hell is
But
that?
it's a movie. You said you can't go wrong with a train. Well, if you've ever seen a movie, or the fact that you don't even know what the movie's called,
Right.
but the name of the movie is called Snowpiercer. It's a horrible movie, and it had the guy that played Captain America, and you know,
Sounds terrible.
it
I'm sorry you had to see that.
It was horrible. It was a late night. I was watching Netflix, not chilling, and
Oh, this is made by Tiny Build?
Who?
Tiny Build?
Tiny
I
Bill?
think that, yeah, I think they're the same people that made No Time to Explain.
Yeah, Tiny Built. You're indeed correct. They made Speedrunners also in Lovely Planet.
Hmm.
And they made a few games that are on Linux. Let's see. Let's sort by Linux here. Yep, the list got a little bit shorter.
Oh, that's a publisher.
Um,
It's not a developer. Okay.
the developer then? Oh, some people. Some people with names that I can't pronounce. See, yeah, this is their first game. Yep. Anyhow, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna give it a look. Try to ping the guys, see if I can get it on the YouTube channels. But anybody care about Mighty Number 9?
No, it was a horrible game.
You played it, or you just don't like it?
You know that game I told you I got credit back for?
Oh, was it this one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I bought it. It wouldn't run. Would not run. Could not get it to run. Couldn't get it to do what I wanted. It ran on Windows, but it wouldn't run on what I bought it to run on because it was supposed to be working, and it doesn't. Or at least I couldn't get it to work. And I tried it on both NVIDIA and AMD hardware. And it would crash. It would come up on the screen and then away it would go. So I was just super pissed off. So I contacted Steam. They gave me a credit back. And guess what? I wasn't the only person.
So was it is it being sold on Steam as a SteamOS supported game?
Yeah,
It's not.
supposed to be.
It's not just SteamOS. It's got a lot of problems on Windows as well. Yeah, it was actually a game that I was looking forward to, but after some of the reviews from Windows users, no.
Well, that's sad. That's just sad.
Well, and the thing is that I really, really, really love the old Nintendo games from Mega Man games. I loved Mega Man games, and it's the same guy that did the Mega Man games, right? And I was looking forward because I wanted to play it because it was supposed to be, like the Mega Man games. Couldn't even get it to run, so it made me sad.
Oh well. It's not on my wish list, and if it was, I would remove it at this point. It looks like it has, according to Steam, which obviously is the majority of the Windows crowd, mixed reviews overall out of 1,500 reviews. Let's just for the giggles, let's see what they say. He's not a businessman, and he's not a creator.
And I'm stuck on screen again.
You suck. Why are you taking over my shit, man?
How did you break that?
No, how did you break it? I'm not the one that's on the screen. It's you.
All right. So it's because of the free BDSM, man.
You have to stop saying that because somebody's gonna go Google that and ruin their lives.
Hey, Raymond, go Google that free BDSM.
Go Google it, man.
Bait and switch.
System says go Google it. It's good for the soul. It's like chicken. Oh,
it's,
yeah.
I do not support this message, but speaking of bait and switch, anybody tried No Man's Sky at all?
I have not, but I have heard good things about it running on Wine.
I have also, yes.
I have heard that it runs better on Wine than on Windows.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. I mean, that bar's kind of low, also, though, because it sucks on Windows and on PlayStation.
Well, okay, so we're frozen, by the way.
Again, goddamn. I'm gonna need you guys to stop freezing yourselves.
And man, I was all trying to be super sexy on the screen just a minute ago. I'm trying to be like, oh, yeah, I should check it out. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, Twitch, you don't get to see it. Blame Osiris because I have to blame the Radeon driver for not being able to host.
So what does that got to do with me? That has nothing to do with me.
Has everything to do with you.
That has absolutely nothing to do with me. You're known as the Netflix and chill guy from now on. Just
Me?
saying. Yeah. Because I have
a Netflix subscription.
Just because that way I can differentiate between you and system. I have Netflix. I have Netflix as an extra tab on your window. And
wait, no. He's known as Netflix, and I'm known as Chill. All right.
Oh, dude. Shit. Yeah, I was gonna get No Man's Sky, but everybody's crapping on it, so no. And I was gonna get.
they're crapping on it because it has very inconsistent performance on Windows.
Well, and they're also crapping on it because they lied.
That's the part I don't like.
They were not honest with what they were making, and they said more and promised more. But here's the thing: Microsoft does that.
Kickstarter syndrome.
So,
No. This was different than that, though. This was different from regular games. He promised you candy and gave you vitamins. It's not cool. Nothing that that guy even said came out in the game.
No. They didn't promise you candy and gave you vitamins. They promised you a Snickers bar and gave you a chocolate covered food. That's what they did.
You know what? That's way more accurate. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, they said, hey, we're gonna give you a Snickers bar. All right, if you back us, you're gonna get a Snickers bar, right?
Indeed.
But then they show up and they're like, yeah, it's a Snickers bar. Why does it say anal cancer?
Don't mind that. Just lick the top.
Yeah. And then you break it open and it's got pieces of corn in it, and then you're like, why does it smell like poop?
Jeez.
But it looks like chocolate. Yeah.
I'm totally confused. That's what we're talking about anymore.
No Man's Sky.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Covered poop.
I thought we were talking about poop.
We are talking about poop.
Because what it seemed like.
No Man's Sky. It's the same thing. That's interchangeable. No Man's Poop, right? Or it's No Poop Sky. I don't know.
But,
you know what even works? It reminded me of that that movie Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise. Yeah, same thing, right there. Horrible movie. It's got Sky in the name. I mean,
All right. Well,
when it comes down price, I might pick it up.
that's what I'm thinking. Because first of all, let's take a look at that. $59.99. That's ludicrous. That's we've been bamboozled. There's some
okay,
bullshit.
First of all, that's not ludicrous. That's 50 Cent. But,
wow. Anyhow, yeah, that's crazy talk. Oh, nobody wants to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for that. $60.
Ain't got nobody got time for that. Ain't got nobody got time for that.
Hell
Ain't got no time for that.
This is bull.
There was a fire. I thought somebody was barbecuing. I got out of my house. I didn't have my shoes. Ain't got no time for that. Sorry.
Somebody's been watching some YouTube.
A little too much YouTube. Yes, a little too
You
much
did
YouTube.
record this, by the way, didn't you?
Who?
You.
Yeah, Twitch is recording it.
And that won't work.
What you mean? What you mean?
Because you know how that is. If you don't record it, it doesn't work in export.
Fuck that.
Every time.
You know my model. I keep it below easy.
Below easy. Even my easy button's got an easy button, my friend. I keep it easy.
I gotta
but I keep it
easy.
below easy. So my easy's got an easy button.
I just can't be. I just can't be anything with all the extra.
Wait. Does your pimp cane have an easy button?
My pimp cane has, so I have a state of the art one, and it has it automatically shoots out baby powder when I smack a bitch. I mean, but that's patent pending, so I'm gonna need you to keep that a secret. That's only between us. And it even has a like a little sound module when it smacks across your face. It says does Osiris need to smack a bitch? But like I said, that's patent pending, so that's a secret. So that's all the games we got. Anybody want to talk about anything that we've been doing personally, gaming, anything?
Sounds like you've been inventing stuff, man.
I mean that would be a thing.
I haven't really done any gaming at all the last couple of weeks, but I did finally get Arch installed on ZFS on my dual Xeon rig.
Yeah, he likes to cut himself also.
Yeah, I tried to warn him. I told him that you only ZFS on BSD, but he didn't want to listen. And so I guess that's the sadomasochism right there. You know, who knows? Um,
Oh, hey, Ubu.
We made it.
Yeah, yeah. Hitbox is down for me too. Osiris was able to load it, but he says it's janky.
Yeah, there's something going on with the
I don't know
interface.
what
It's
the
all
fuck's up with
fucked.
it.
yeah. So for me though, on a side note, since you asked what I was doing, okay. So I've got the AMD Pro drivers working pretty well. I've got 1604 running, and it works pretty well. The frame rate is a lot better than Catalyst was. The 390X seems to be doing pretty good with it. Um, the only thing that I found though, the frame rate has improved on Mordor, Shadows of Mordor, whatever it's called. What that janky game? What is it called, Osiris?
Oh, Mad Nord, probably an epic quest.
No. The other one that I've been playing. What's it called? It's the sword game where you're the ghost guy, and it has to do with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, Shadow of Mordor. So that game actually, my frame rate's at about 70 now with the Pro Driver, which is not bad at all comparative to the 12 to 30 that I had with Catalyst. Which, by the way, if you're going to, I'm gonna put this out there before any of the little troll people show up. Yes, I know the game should not be played on AMD hardware. I understand that, okay? I get it. But I want to test to see the difference of the drivers. I wanted something that would give me a good balance and be able to tell me, are the drivers good? Are the drivers crap? And that game is so janky under AMD that it works. It tells you, okay, these drivers are good, these drivers are bad, right? So before the little trolls say, hey, you should be running NVIDIA, I know. But
Ubu's,
I don't want to.
Ubu says no Beam usage. Beam got bought out by Microsoft, so we officially do not support that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, we don't
We're
support
going
Minecraft
Microsoft
either.
free. We don't use Skype anymore. We don't want to deal with them.
They even updated Skype for Linux. Oh, just for us.
No, no.
That's
don't
like,
want that.
hey, come back. We'll give you some free heroin.
Damn. I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I need a heroin.
I agree. That's no heroin, thanks.
Um,
Now, harem might be cool, but that's a whole other can of worms, and that's something I totally, can't even agree on. That's just wrong.
So, I would show you what games I've been playing, but I don't have that set up, so I'm not going to show you what games I've been playing. But I'll just tell you. So, Victor ran because I have to catch up again because I lost my save game. Reasons. You don't need to know about all that. Matt Nords, as we were talking about at the top of the show, probably an epic quest. Like I said, it's worth the $10. Of course, we play lots of Insurgency. By the way, speaking of Insurgency, if you got anybody who sees this wants to play with us, we do have a Discord. Now, if I remember, I will put the Discord link in the description. If anybody ever checks there, and if I ever remember to do it.
But you won't.
Which I won't. We have a nice size and growing community in Discord, specifically all Linux users, which is cool. So you guys should definitely check that out if you want to play games with other people who do Linuxy things. But yeah, Broforce, of course we play that. Borderlands pre-sequel and Shadow of Mordor also.
By the way, we're frozen again, just to let you know.
Well, it's the end of the show, so who gives a fuck?
For fuck's sake, man. I'm telling you, this thing here does not like
I'm
me.
gonna sit down.
You should have a seat. Yeah, so I guess that'll be about it for this one. We did about an hour. An hour's good. Cool ramblings. If you want to check us out and follow us, go to Twitter, which will be at Linux_tag. I don't even know what Atomic's doing, but he's frozen. So let's fix that so we can all enjoy this retardation. Back to the Netflix.
Netflix and chill.
Cancel. This is
Well, I'm not exactly frozen. I've just been sitting here. So if you guys think that I'm frozen, no, I'm not frozen. Just Atomic.
he's
is
just too
frozen.
cool to move.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
I was reading something.
and we get to enjoy the top of Atomic's head.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, go to the Linux tag thingy majiggy on Twitter. That's at Linux_tag. We have a website. I don't know why, but we do, which would be Linux Tech and Gaming, all one word, of course, .com. And I don't know, that's where you can find the podcast and we're supposed to have the videos that we upload there, but yeah, none of us have been uploading videos, so that's the thing. But we will get that in ship-shape condition. Any other links that we want to promote? Because I'm not looking at the doc and I'm too lazy to go open
it. You should be. If you just go to linuxtechandgaming.com, click the About Us link, that should be enough links for you.
You're literally a talking head.
I'm a talking forehead.
Talking forehead. You look like Mr. Potato. But, yeah. All right, I guess that's...
I look like Wendell.
Wait. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, we're done here.
I technically look more like Wendell than you do.
Well, Wendell used to hide his face.
Just show his eyeballs.
Yeah.
I don't understand that either. That made no sense.
Because he's a secret squirrel.
A secret squirrel.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this week. Hopefully you guys come check us out next week. And go to the YouTube, type in Linux Tech and Gaming, one word. You should find us. Link in the description. I don't know why you need a link to the link that you're already at, but I'm going to do it anyways just to mess with your head. And that's it for this week. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, all those who stopped by. Airmail, Ubu, random guy. And we're out.